Good evening, welcome to episode 3, Making Mistakes. So, sometime this week I made a mistake. I upset one of my children and they told me so, actually in quite respectful terms. So why am I telling you this? You probably have enough of your own problems. I'm telling you this because I've been struggling with the idea of me giving advice for Jewish parenting. I sometimes feel that as Rabbi and Rebbetzin, we're put up on a pedestal. Our children are all angels and we're doing a fine job of parenting. But honestly, I'm normal and the kids are too. We all have our ups and downs, and yesterday, or a few days ago rather, was definitely a down. The second reason I'm sharing this with you is because I did what any good parent would do when faced with a complaint for a child. I argued back, defended myself as to why it wasn't my fault, and got frustrated. It reminds me of what I learned about the first man in this world, Adam. Hashem put him into this world and told him he could eat from everything except one little tree. He failed the test, and when Hashem asked him what happened, he said, "It was the woman's fault, the woman that you gave me. She made me eat it." Whenever we face a problem, we have two options. Option 1, blame someone else or the circumstances, and option 2 is take responsibility and make an effort to change. In the heat of the moment, it was the end of the day and I was tired and grumpy. I opted for option 1, not my fault. After feeling guilty, sad, and angry for a while, I stopped and thought about what I had done. She was right, and I was wrong. Yes, the circumstances weren't easy, and it wasn't totally my fault, but I needed to own up and face my mistake. Here, modern technology came in very helpful, and I texted her a clear apology, admitting that I was wrong and apologizing with all my heart. We all make mistakes, and parenting is a really difficult job. We need to cut ourselves some slack and expect ourselves to lose it at times and fail. Sheva Yipol Tzadik Rakom, a righteous person will fall 7 times and then get up. Falling is normal. Getting up again gracefully is true greatness. The good news is that we can get up and make amends. Actually, we're teaching our children a valuable lesson by learning to take a step back, look at ourselves honestly, and apologize fully. This models for them a really important tool for life. Last week, Cedra talks about Jacob's children who became the 12 tribes. One of those children was destined for greatness, and his name was Judah. He made a mistake and had the choice of being publicly humiliated or allowing a woman to die for his mistake. He was the leader of the community at the time, and he stood up and said, "She is more righteous than I." It was this trait of admitting his fault that enabled him to become the father of all the kings of Israel, most of the kings of Israel. So the lesson for this week is, number 1, it's okay to make mistakes, we all do. Number 2, admitting and repairing is possible and is great role modeling for our children. Number 3, it's worthwhile to talk to them about the lives of our ancestors from the Torah. The Torah doesn't whitewash our leaders. Our rabbis say there is no person in this world who never sinned. We all make mistakes. Help them accept themselves by accepting ourselves and by being examples and learning of examples of people who corrected their ways. I wish you a lovely week.